Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Marvel Draw. I'll be your host, Nilah Magruder, and today we're going to draw the amazing Ms. Marvel. Okay, so to start, I'm going to just draw a circle, and that's going to mark the top of the head. And usually for this process, I draw pretty light, but I'm going to darken it a bit just to make sure everyone can see what I'm doing. We're going to draw Ms. Marvel at a 3/4 view. So instead of a frontal view where I would mark the middle of the head by just drawing a line straight down, we're going to make a bit of a curving line. And that's going to mark the middle of her head but turned at an angle. And I'm also going to draw another bisecting line. This one's going to mark where her eyes are going to be. And I'm drawing it kind of curving downward because we're going to draw her head tilting down at a bit of an angle. So from there, I'm just going to mark off the chin area, the cheek, the rest of the bottom of her head. Her cheek is a little bit curvy. The chin's going to kind of meet this middle line that I've drawn, and I'm just marking just a small circle for the shape of the chin. And from there, we're going to take that chin shape and move upward to her jawline. It's got a bit of an angle. Now I'm also going to draw a little of her neck. I'm just kind of marking off the shape of her neck here. I think it's going to be like right in the middle where this chin is. Just marking off her shoulders as well. She's got these like sleeves kind of at the top of her shoulders. And she's also got this great scarf. And so for that, we're going to kind of draw the edges of the scarf. I'm drawing some fabric folds here. I'm just creating kind of an irregular mass of what the scarf looks like. The tails of the scarf are usually fluttering behind her, so I'm going to draw a bit of that as well. And we're just going to make it kind of curvy, like that. And here's the second tail. Okay, now we're going to come back to the head. And I'm going to first start with the eyes. We're going to draw kind of a like half circle here, just to start, and we're using that earlier line that we drew to mark off kind of the middle of the eye. And I want her eyes to be not quite circles, but a little bit round, so we're gonna come a little lower than this line, just a little bit, and finish off the eye shape. Next, we're gonna use this bottom line that we've drawn to mark off her nose. Going to draw a little circle here just to mark the bottom of the nose, and I'm giving her kind of a sloping nose here, so it's almost a straight line, not quite, coming down from this middle eye line. And then we're going to follow the shape of the circle we've drawn and give her some nostrils. And then we're going to give her a little bit of a smile. I'm drawing the corners of the mouths kind of upturned, and then coming down in the middle of the mouth. And we're gonna mark the bottom lip just with a little bit of a curvy line right here. And I'm just gonna really quickly reinforce the bottom of her chin. Okay, I'm Gonna come back and do the eyebrows. We're tilting these eyebrows downward to give her kind of a serious but like playful expression. And I'm gonna come back and finish the eyes later. Right now I wanna figure out the hair shape. Ms. Marvel, usually she's got bangs, and we're gonna draw kind of some long bangs. Gonna mark off the back of her head here. And real quick, we're also gonna draw the ears. I'm using the top of the eyebrow and also the bottom of the nose as markers for how big the ear will be. And Ms. Marvel always has like lots of long flowing hair. I'm going to kind of add it on this other side too. Like I'm gonna have the hair following the same direction that her scarf is moving in. Now we're gonna come back to the eyes, and I'm gonna draw her irises, kind of looking up and away. So the sketch is pretty much done. Now we can, oh, I'm forgetting one important detail. I'm forgetting Ms. Marvel's mask. We're actually going to use the top of the eyebrows that we drew to mark the top of her mask. Now, the mask kind of comes down into her cheek area, just a kind of a little pointed curve like this. And we're going to kind of outline the eye a little bit. All right, now it's time to ink. So as we're inking, we're going to focus on the major lines, the major shapes. We're not going to ink over every line that we've drawn, just the ones we want to keep. And as we're inking, we want to use like long continuous lines. And I tend not to always connect every line. I like it if there's a little bit of space here and there. Now I drew the entire ear, but I'm actually going to have Ms. Marvel's hair passing over the ear. So I'm not going to ink it in. And when you're inking, use your whole arm, not just the wrist. Use your whole arm, and that'll help you get these nice flowing lines. I'm getting kind of playful with the hair shapes. I love drawing hair. And I'm going to get this scarf. And sometimes in areas where there's going to be shadow, I'll darken the lines just a little bit. These are typically areas where like an object is going behind another object. So see, like the scarf is going behind Ms. Marvel's head. So there's going to be a bit of shadow there. Show up the hair, the mask. All right, we're gonna wait a couple of minutes for the ink to continue drying. Now we're gonna take an eraser and erase all of the pencil lines. And what we'll be left with is just our inks. Voila! Thanks for joining me.